Alright everyone, welcome back. So I just tested out the new Sigma 3D HD brush. They were kind enough to send it to me and wanted me to test it out in a video for all of you so I can share my thoughts. I wanted to film my first impression, my first ever time using it, because I wanted you guys to see my live reaction and all of my thoughts on it. If you want to see how this goes and see if I liked it, continue watching. Enjoy! Alright, so we're just gonna get started in this. I'm just gonna pop my hair out of my face real quick. I have moisturized and primed my face as usual, just so that everything seems the same. And I'm gonna be going in with my absolute favorite at the moment, which is my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 112. This is the matte and poreless. So I'm just pouring some out in my hand. And then I grab my mirror. I'm really curious to see how this works, and I hope it works as well. So say goodbye to the nice clean looking. It's never gonna look this nice, but alright, I've grabbed some on the brush and I'm just gonna start going on my face. I don't know, like, okay. So the first thing I'm noticing is that because the brush is so dense, it's actually, it reminds me a tiny bit of using a sponge because it's so dense that there's no like gaps in like the bristles, if you know what I mean. And because of the angle, like even when I get up into my nose there, it like fits right there. Do you know what I mean? It fits like the contours of my face, I guess. I can get right up to my eye. And it covered pretty much this much of my face pretty quickly. I have foundation dripping all over my hand. It's good. I don't know, let me see. Do you want me to zoom in a tiny bit more so you can see this better? Here's on my forehead. I don't know if I should because I can't press down like straight in the middle because that's where the point is. So I do know that I have to use the side of it. I think pressing motions are working. I just don't like to drag because I feel like that creates like streaks or something weird. So that's the only thing is like I don't know if I should be like moving it or just pressing. For the most part, it's working pretty well. And like I said, it works really well with the contour of my nose there. I feel like it gets right in there, which is good. Just gonna add a tiny bit more on my chin. Ooh, my skin is so dry today. Well, it worked pretty well. And it's pretty big, so it covered most of my face pretty quickly. I'm gonna see if I can blend it down my neck a bit. Yeah, it does a really good job of like fitting into all of those little like contours and the curves of your face because of the way it's shaped. And again, because of how dense it is, it does a really good job when you're pressing into it that, let me see if I can explain this. You know when you're using a sponge and it's just like a nice big space and you can just be pressing it into your skin, rather than I feel like when I use my stippling brush, you can see like a bunch of like dots of foundation. So it takes me longer with my stippling brush to be pressing it into my face to get that nice smooth look. But I didn't have a problem with this at all. I wasn't pressing it onto my face for too long, and it seemed to blend everything in pretty well. Like, it doesn't, I don't know if you guys can see, but like obviously I didn't try to cover up any like blemishes that I had. So that's why you can see those, but for the most part, like the foundation I feel like looks pretty blended and pressed into my skin, and I didn't have to do too much with the brush. I'm going to try, I don't know if this is going to work or be possible at all, but I'm kind of doing this as like a comparison to my beauty blender. So I'm gonna see if it's possible that I can do my concealer with this brush, because I feel like the way it's like curved, if my camera will focus on that, the way it's curved, I feel like it fits right in there. So I'm gonna try that out. So I'm going with my Age Rewind by Maybelline. This is in brightening. I heard a rumor that this is going to be discontinued. I don't know if it's true, but if anyone knows for sure, can you let me know, because it's slightly traumatizing me, because this stuff is amazing and I would be really surprised if it was discontinued, because I feel like a lot of people use it, so I don't see why it would be discontinued. It's not like it's not a popular product. This is really popular. I see almost everyone using this. Alright, so I'm just gonna highlight my face with the concealer again, as I normally do, and usually I have no problem with my beauty blender just going in and blending this out. I just think that it saves me time, because I don't know, I'm really lazy, I'm always in a rush, so it's really easy for me to just pop everything on and not be switching around brushes or anything, that I'm always using the same thing, I guess. I don't know, does that make sense? Y'all know what I mean? Alright, grab my mirror again. It's really hard to tell in the viewfinder if I'm doing a good job. Alright, so I'm just blending this out a bit. Again, this is really good, at least for right here, because I don't know, it lays perfectly against right under my cheekbone, because I like to highlight under there just to create a bit more definition in my cheekbone. So it does fit that pretty well, which is what I like. So I'm just blending that out a bit, blending out the spots that I did. Again, I'm happily surprised with this, because again, even when I want to do the little like triangle of highlight on my forehead, right there, it fits that pretty well. Just use the sides of it. I'm gonna do it down my nose. Again, I can kind of use the pointed part now of the brush, so that I don't get the highlight everywhere, because I hate when you go to blend out your nose highlight and it just gets all over your nose. Like, it's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to make my nose look smaller, not bigger. Alright, blending that all right, and then now the big one, we're gonna blend out under a concealer. Yeah, see right there? It fits really well there. And again, because it's so dense, it's just, sorry, my phone. Because it's so dense, it's really like pressing the concealer in, and it's blending it really well. Oh, guys, this works really well. Look, I can even get right up to my nose there. Want to look at my face, see if it looks same as it usually does. Blend it a bit more here. I don't know, I think this works really well, guys. Good job, Sigma. Let me zoom out a bit so we're not like on top of my face here. Alright. So, I'm gonna say, based off of this first impression, here's another close-up if y'all, oh god, I don't want the camera. Here's what the brush looks like. It's so dense, if you can see. Like the brushes feel, the bristles feel really soft. It's extremely dense, which is what I like, because I think that it does a really good job of packing the product into your skin and pressing it, and it doesn't like make a weird texture or anything. It sort of acts similar to a sponge because of how dense it is, and then because of its shape, it fits into a lot of good spots, and it does like what we want it to do. So I think it works really well. I really like this. Again, I mean, this side isn't as big as like if you're using a bigger brush and going in like this, or if you're using your beauty blender, which covers a lot more space, but I didn't see that much of a problem with it, because even though you're only using that much, like that little side of the brush to apply your foundation, you guys saw it went on pretty quick, so I don't think I had a problem with that. I just keep touching it to my face because it feels really soft. I think it works great. This is a great alternative to using a beauty blender, or maybe using, I haven't really tried any of the Sigma buffing brushes. I know a lot of people are obsessed and love those brushes. I don't know, I just get really intimidated by the idea of buffing your foundation in. I know that with certain products and certain techniques it's totally fine to do, but freaks me out a little bit, you know. I like to press because I don't want to drag stuff around my face, but this worked really well with that. I'm pretty happy with this. I think it worked out fine. So if you want to check out and grab this brush, you can get it from Sigma, their website. It's their 3D HD Kabuki brush. Works very well, does a really good job. You can do your concealer, all of that. I don't know, if you guys have this, leave a comment below, tell me your thoughts about it. If you like it, if there's something you don't like about it, share with me, because now I have this, so I want to make sure that there's nothing funky that's going to be happening, but it seems very good quality. It seems to do exactly what I want it to do. I didn't have any issue with it, so I don't know, I like it. Oh, I need to set my makeup though. That's gonna distract me a little bit. But yeah, go to Sigma's website and check this out if you're looking for a new brush or just something fun to play with. Other than that, I think that's all I have today. I hope you guys are all doing well. I have a couple other things planned, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure to subscribe if you're interested. And as always, leave a comment, leave me some love. Any requests, any of that you have. Love chatting with you guys. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it, if you're gonna check out the brush, if you already have the brush and you like it, any of that. I think that's it. Stay lovely. Bye.